What do you prescribe for the team today?
You know, they know the situation we're in. They took a positive approach. We had a good meeting. We got a good video. We had talked about practice. You know, we wanted to accomplish a couple things, and I think they're in a good frame of mind. That's all you can really do is get them propped back up again. We know that we got to pay attention to details, especially early in the first periods. These last 5 games, they scored in the first period, and they come out even with all the work that you put in. Even though you think that you're going out, they still had leads. So we got to pay attention to either winning or tying first periods and putting ourselves in that position. And we know that if we continue to put pressure on their goalie, that some of those chances are going to go in. It doesn't mean we change from how we're going to play the game and try to make sure that we're defensively playing a strong game.
How's Bozak today?
Bozie's good. It's just a personal day. He'll be fine tomorrow.
2 Marley call-ups obviously have NHL potential. You've had a chance to see them maybe break down both of their games and how they might fit in to Toronto's game plan.
Well, you know, we had Josh Levo here for a game or 2 earlier on, and he's got really good puck protection skills. He's good around the net. He's got good hands. He can score goals. So he's playing very well. We're continually trying to look to see how we balance out the situation with the number of injuries we have, and we expect him to be able to complement and step in. I don't think he's going to be phased or rattled by anything, so I think that's an important factor too, because he's been here before. Stu Percy was really good for us at the beginning of the year, had a little injury, and he's now really been playing very well for the Marlies. He's been at the top again, so we think that it was time again to bring in some of the skill sets he has, which is his patience and puck moving abilities, especially in his own zone.
And so smart, really.
Very smart player. We were very pleased by how he reacted when he got here earlier in the year, and he did a very good job.
Peter, that JVR Bozak test line had a rough night, obviously, -4, I think, for Bozak and JVR. What can they do better? Obviously, we don't know if Bozak's going to be with them next game.
Well, obviously -4. That starts right there, right? You know, we can't give up. You know, a lot of times when you give up goals early in the games, teams, and we started to press, and there's a lot of talk about goals, and so you start to cheat, and we talked about that. We did that after in the first period. So, you know, the guys know, and there's a certain amount of degree of urgency, and they know that we have to stick to the course of the process of working hard defensively and working hard offensively. We're not giving up offense, we're just paying more attention to the defensive side of the game. And yeah, obviously, if you're -4, it's not a good night, but we have to start off by having good starts of the game and playing a whole 60 minutes. You know, we'll probably balance the lines out a little bit tomorrow.
So you think you'll keep them apart as they were at the end of the game last night?
Yeah.
Leo, a good bet for tomorrow? Or?
No, I don't think you will see him tomorrow. I think if you asked him, he'd say yes. He really wants to go, but you know, the doctors and trainers are probably going to wait till after the break, but I think that we'll see him. I mean, he probably is really close, hoping to have, you know, most of those other guys at least give themselves an opportunity to play with Loops and you know, Roby will be back, and you've got Peter Holland. I think that all those guys may have opportunities, but it's, you know, really to see how quickly it goes. We're hoping these 4 days gives them a little rest and gives them an opportunity for everything to settle down, and when we get back we have a couple practice days before the game after the break.
Peter, I can't imagine you saw anything on par with the jerseys being thrown on the ice in Nashville or Florida. Do you empathize with these players and what they sometimes have to go through in this market? I mean, during the play it's kind of tough.
You know, I think our guys know, you don't want to see it, and I think that a few people that do that, I think our guys understand that it's not an indication of everybody, and it's just a few people, but I think our guys really can only, and I tell them all the time, you control what you can control, and don't let other things distract you or bother you. So they may see it, and they say that's, you know, that's unfortunate or something, but you know, I'm not going to let it seep into the room. If I hear it, I'm going to say, listen, that's not something to worry about. Our fans are very supportive and very good. There's a few people that do that, and that's just the way it is. So, you know, we appreciate our fan base, and we know it's been a trying time, and we're going to do everything we can to make it positive moving forward.
I know you've moved some personnel around, but is it going to take a few of those practice days to get the power play going again and maybe make changes there that take hold a little better, I guess?
Yeah, you know, sometimes practice is an important factor when you get into like lockout years when you're playing every other day. A lot of times, the lack of practice really kind of loses the timing of certain things. But I think it's something that can quickly be rectified, and a lot of it's just your focus and maybe a little bit of a distraction of how we want to play it and where we want to. Sometimes we have to move the puck quicker, and we definitely have to shoot the puck quicker and more often, and have more traffic there. And I think we need to start doing more of that.
Thanks, Peter.
Thank you, Peter.